Got the Bonney, one of our slogans. It's even on my hat I'm wearing today. Happy as a clam. This dish is gonna make you happy as a f***ing clam. Trust me on that one. I'm gonna show you guys how to make a really fucking good clam stew. As you can see, the weather sucks outside, it's rainy and cold, and nothing's gonna make me feel better than this delicious clam stew. Now, this was a dish I made kind of like off the cuff at my restaurant, the Bonney Reed in Asbury. It was the Feast of Seven Fishes. I needed to come up with another dish. I only had 6, and I'm like, well, it. I got clams, and I know clams go great with pork, and I'm like, well, typical Jersey boy, let's go Italian sausage with this. So this dish comes together so fucking quickly, and literally people go ape over it. I mean, it's kind of crazy, but it's so simple. I'm almost embarrassed to show you how to make it, but it, let's get after it. So first things first, I'm gonna cook it in a cast iron. You can do this in a wok, a saute pan, you name it. I like this. I just picked up this Smithy cast iron pan, and what's cool about it is I can serve the clam stew right in this. So that's why I'm gonna use this today. So we're gonna start with a couple glugs of avocado oil. You could use blended or olive oil in this case, that's fine. We're really not overly sauteing. We just wanna lube up the pan a little bit to get our sausage cooking. I know I'm handling raw pork, you and there's somebody in the comments talking, who's touching raw pork? I'm at my house, relax. So the pork goes in, and I'm gonna wash my hands, you But anyway, get the pork in there. We're gonna render it, which means we're gonna start crisping it up as the pork begins to cook. The fat, that seasoned fat, that sausage flavored fat is gonna come out, and that's what I'm gonna cook all of my other aromatics in the dish in. I'm gonna get my clams out of my way for now, and really just give this a little time to cook. So while I'm waiting for my pork to begin cooking, because it's taking forever, I'm gonna get my other aromatics ready. So in this recipe, it's probably enough for 2 people as an appetizer, 1 person as a hearty entree, or just as a dish you can put out to share. But basically, it's about a ½ pound of sausage, which is 2 links, and I did 1.5 dozen clams. Figured 2 people, that's 9 clams each, and that's it. So in there, I'm gonna need 1 shallot, large shallot. Cut it in half one way, and I'm not gonna dice it. I'm just gonna run my knife through it, nice slivers. Listen, if you're scared of this, you can use the mandolin. I don't care. You can throw it in the food processor, you can omit it altogether, but that's what you want, nice slices. I'm gonna go ahead and stop there, that's more than enough. So take those, throw them in a bone broth or something. Same thing with my garlic. Why is this taking so long? That's why, wasn't on. I got a new induction burner. I don't know how to use it. All right, anyway, back to cutting my garlic because I suck at everything else. Yep, so 5 cloves of garlic, 1 large to medium large shallot. Together. Now these are Fresno chilies. They're basically just a red jalapeno. I like heat in this dish. It brings it all together. It opens it up. If you don't like heat, omit it. If you like heat, add more. You can even do a little chili flake in there as well. One little trick that you can do if you're not a huge fan of the heat is you can take the seeds out. So just give it a slit lengthwise. You can open it up And that's the bane of your existence, all these things in here. The ribs and the seeds are what will blow your head off. Get rid of that if you want. That way you're just left with that. You're gonna get some heat, but not to the point where you can't taste the actual pepper itself. Okay. This is really important. These little brown bits in here, that's the goodness. Same thing on pepper number 2. Again, if you like a lot of heat, you don't have to do this part. You can just go ahead and slice them that way. But I want to give you guys a little bit more, oomph, a little more instruction. All right, so that's that. And then we're just gonna do the same thing. Run my knife through them. For all you non-culinary students, this is called the julienne. I got a bad feeling that's about to set my fire alarm off. Maybe not. Okay. Okay. So yeah, you're starting to get all that fat cooking out. Come on, check this out. This is what you want. You want to make sure you're getting this on your sausage. In the restaurants, I bug out on my cooks when they rush this process and it ends up just steaming in the pot. You don't get that caramelization on the sausage. That's where the flavor is. That's where the love comes from. So even though this dish is super simplistic, super straightforward, you really got to pay attention to each process along the way. And really, it's like making a movie. I'm developing the character right now. And that character is pork sausage. Okay. So I'm pretty happy with where I'm at with that. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my garlic and shallots right in the middle there. Okay. A little drier than I'd like it to be. Might be because the pork is lean, who knows. But I want to add a little bit more fat to the party. Okay. Now I'm going to cook this until my garlic and shallots are nice and soft. Smelling good, like I should. All right. Let's get these Fresnos in there. Color is your friend, all right? You don't want to burn anything that's in here, but you want to color it. You want to get that caramelization on it. Woo! Breathing in those Fresnos. Holy shit. Here's a little fun fact. New Jersey clams are some of the best clams on the East Coast. Literally 2 miles from my house is the ocean, and these clams don't come too far from that. A little bit further south in the Barnegat Bay. They're f***ing awesome. So again, I got these from my friends at Atlantic Offshore Fishery in Point Pleasant. Mike, thank you very much for the hookup, as always. Yep, so here we go, middle necks. Any clams will work in this, Not really, this is just what I have locally, what's available, what's in season. So I'm gonna add my clams in there. Okay. White wine, good stuff. Yep, you can use whatever, dry white wine, preferably something Italian. Getting you too, isn't it? All right, we gotta get the wine in there. All right, in goes the wine. This is gonna stop the caramelization process. What we're doing here is deglazing the pan. Deglazing means, holy shit. Here comes that chirp chirp. Deglazing, we're getting all that fond, all that color, all that caramelization off the bottom of the pan. That's gonna be the base of the flavor of the of this. It's a broth, but it's gonna be a hearty broth because I'm gonna add some tomato to it, etc., etc. All right, so white wine's in. I'm gonna give that a minute to boil out, let the alcohol get out of there. I don't want that raw wine flavor. That's disgusting. It will overpower the dish, make it taste too acidic, and that's not what we're going for today. Okay, my wine has had time for the alcohol to cook off. It will continue to do so, but I'm gonna go ahead and add some strained tomatoes. I'm gonna do about a cup, you know, give or take. Some clam juice, about a half a cup. I'm gonna put the lid on this thing, clean up, toast some bread, and forget about it. All right, so what I did is I have some fresh sourdough loaves I got from my friends at Benchmark Breads. I got this a day ago or so. So what I did was I just gave it a few minutes in a hot oven just to kind of get that toast back to it. And this is what I'm gonna use to sop up that clam broth. Come on. Tella cherry pepper into my oil. A little bit of gray sea salt. Ready for the grill. Yeah. Like I said in another video I did, you want to make your food really fucking good, always use fresh herbs, always use lemon zest. You have a choice, really good quality salt. I use gray sea salt, and pepper, I use Tella cherry. Little things, you know, again, you're developing characters. Those ingredients, they all play an important role in the dish you're trying to create. Doesn't matter how simple it is, always hammer it home with the best. But I tell you what, people always want to know why my food tastes so good. Fresh herbs, fresh garlic, fresh shallots, lemon zest. Simple. Don't worry about your knife cuts being perfect. Nobody's gonna spit your food out because it wasn't cut perfectly, okay? But they will spit it out if it sucks. Fresh herbs don't suck, so use them. Know what I mean? Woo! Yes, all right, bread time. Putting a little weight on it. Want to make sure that I'm getting a nice char. An outdoor grill is better for this, but hey, it's piss and rain outside sideways, so not today. Damn, that's hot. Okay, kill that. Let's check in on our clams and our sausage. All right, that's it. We're there. Take a peek at this. So as you can see, my broth is kind of fully developed. You know, we're done. That's it. This is it. Now let's finish the dish. At this point, you can go ahead and serve this out in individual bowls, but I kind of like the rustic presentation of it, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave it like this and garnish it and put the bread out there. So my bread is done. Beautiful bread. Right, so let's do this. Cut it on a nice bias. Serve it on the side. Maybe that's what I should do. What do I want to do? What do I want to do, Corey? I said about lemon zest. Oh man, f me up. Now, if you notice during the cooking process, I didn't add any salt to this, and here's why. Clams, salty. Sausage, salty. You don't need salt in this dish. Hit it with the juice. Hot. That's good. Yeah. The trick is you gotta get a little clam and sausage together. Just like I remember. Lights out. Game over. I'm done.